Hey everyone, it's Diego Reyes for CNN Philippines 10, where we break down major stories from here and abroad into bite-sized facts in 10 minutes. The country is bracing for extreme weather patterns as the El Niño phenomenon officially begins. A climate pattern that lowers the possibility of rainfall. El Niño happens when the sea surface temperature in the central and eastern Pacific Oceans warms up and affects air and sea currents. Weather Bureau Pag-asa warns that dry spells and droughts could hit dozens of areas by year-end, affecting water, energy, and food supplies. While fewer tropical cyclones are expected, the storms may be stronger in intensity. Pag-asa says 10 to 14 tropical cyclones may enter or come close to the country for the rest of the year. With El Niño greatly affecting all of us, here are some reminders and measures to take. Monitor weather forecasts and advisories. Stock up enough goods. Stay hydrated and healthy. Wear sunscreen before going outside and avoid outdoor activities during the hottest hours. Prices of basic goods rose at a slower pace for the fifth straight month in June. Latest figures from the Philippine Statistics Authority or PSA show the rate dropped to 5.4% last month. Among other factors are slower price hikes in food, diesel and gasoline, as well as in housing, water, and electricity. But food remains to be the top driver of inflation in June, including cereal products made from rice. The PSA says rice prices have been constantly increasing since March across the three variations: regular, well-milled, and special rice. National statistician Dennis Mapa does not discount the possibility of inflation spiking again in the coming months due to El Niño. In celebration of Nutrition Month, Mandaluyong City held its yearly Nutri Fun Run. Nutritionist and social media influencer Joe Sebastian shares that food that is rich in essential nutrients is not hard to find.
When we say a balanced diet, this is something that has protein, has carbs, has some fiber, and some healthy fats. So that's what a balanced diet is made up of. And when we fill our plate, we can choose local ingredients. For example, sinigang. Meron na tayong kangkong, very affordable. You have pork, shrimp, or fish, bangus, depending on what your sinigang is.
For Filipinos, rice is life, but some avoid it because of its high carb content. Celebrity nutrition specialist Harvey De Baron has this advice regarding this Pinoy food staple.
I always tell people when they want to eat rice, eat it at the earlier part of the day. Breakfast, eat it at lunch. Pagdating ng dinner time, they eat less of the carbohydrate.
Experts say the healthiest option is to eat fresh veggies and meat rather than processed food. Watching what we eat is not only good for how our body would look, but also for our overall health. And news from San Miguel Corporation. The conglomerate's Pasig River cleanup initiative is already benefiting residents ahead of its target completion in August.
It's been 2 years since we started the Pasig River cleanup and dredging project. Before that, we were doing the Tulyahan River cleanup project in 2020. For Pasig River, Mr. Ang is allocating 2 billion pesos to clean up the river. We are pleased to report that so far for the past 2 years that we have been cleaning up, we have already removed about 1.3 million metric tons of silt and waste in both Pasig River and San Juan River. And we have already covered more than 22 kilometers of the 27 kilometers of Pasig River, and here more than 5.4 kilometers of San Juan River. So our focus was really more on the shallow areas of both the rivers.
Importante yung talaga dredging. Pero mo, 1 meter lang, ilalagyan mo tubig. Paano hindi aapaw dito sa lupain? Kaya yun ang isang problema. Tara, napakagaling ang San Miguel sa tulong para sa taong bayan. Last 2 years, medyo mababaw na lang. Walang gaanong problema.
Hindi pa nag-dredging dito ang San Miguel, binabaha dati. Pero ngayon wala naman. Hindi na masyadong mataas ng tubig, wala na masyado kaming pangamba dito.
Ang mga ganda na collective efforts, we really can solve this problem. Kasi economically uplift the livelihoods of the poor and the rich para magpantay-pantay ayos lahat para kaginhawa for everyone.
We're almost nearing the completion of the river cleanup here in Pasig River and San Juan River. We are targeting to finish by July or August of this year. Our aim to contribute to the community that San Miguel is able to help in the not only in terms of reducing river pollution, but also to increase the water holding capacity of the river so that we can mitigate flooding in the future.
Asia's best pole vaulter EJ Obiena has already qualified for the 2024 Paris Olympics after clearing 5.82 meters in Diamond League Bauhaus Galan in Stockholm, Sweden. He became the first Filipino athlete to do so with still over a year left before the Summer Games. But despite this, Obiena says it's still full steam ahead for him on his upcoming competitions.
In our sport, the greats are remembered in championships, in the major competitions, and I would want to collect as much medals as I can in those, and I think that's what would solidify my status as probably one of the best who have ever done the sport. And the only way for me to do that is keep winning, keep jumping high, and keep performing at my best, and strike while the iron is hot.
Obiena also shares that he plans to strut his stuff in 3 big events this year, including the 19 Asian Games happening in Hangzhou, China this September. Pinoy Aquaman Ingemar Macarine makes new record as the first to swim non-stop in Masbate Channel. It lasted for over 4 hours from Bugtong Island to Kataingan, Masbate, which is almost 11 kilometers. The 47-year-old lawyer swimmer shares this achievement is one of the hardest to get because of the strong winds and big waves. But all are worth it because this is for the promotion of tourism in Masbate and for marine conservation. For those targeting to complete their Mindanao travel bucket list, Davao City and Samal Island make a good combo down south.
Getting on a plane to Davao City? Head to the airport easily by taking the NAIA Expressway or NAIA X. After a 2-hour flight, get on a ferry to explore the island garden city of Samal.
Tinatawag po itong Islang Maanyag kasi nga napagkaganda ng isla namin from islands to highlands. So gusto nyo maligo, you want to trek, you want to explore our caves, we have waterfalls. So ang ganda talaga ng Samal, unspoiled at saka ang dali-dali lang ninyo makapunta dito.
Located near the Davao Gulf, this city never runs out of tuna places to explore.
Lami kayo! Pag natikman kasi natin yung tuna pack fry natin, malalasahan mo talaga crispiness ng isda, ma-experience mo.
Completing our Davao trip is a visit to a durian farm.
Mindanao is considered as a fruit basket of the Philippines. So it is very essential for us to have a good market. For us farmers to reach this market, we need good infrastructure, roads, airports, so that we can sell our products not only here locally but also throughout the nation or internationally.
Indeed, Davao City and Samal Island are twin destinations you should visit on your next trip.
In the US, Avengers will assemble again, but this time on a theater stage. Rogers, the musical, will be staged at Disney California Adventure Park. It is the first ever Marvel musical which is about Steven Rogers, more popularly known as Captain America. He will be joined by fellow Avengers on the staging that will begin on August 31st. And now for a 10-second trivia. Who was McDonald's first mascot? Grimace, Hamburglar, Ronald McDonald, or Speedy? Speedy was McDonald's first mascot. Speedy was a man with a chef's hat on top of a hamburger-shaped head. He was replaced by Ronald McDonald in 1967 and did not appear in any commercials. Speedy was also the first company logo before the use of the Golden Arches design from 1962. However, some older McDonald's stores still have a Speedy sign in front. And that's it for CNN Philippines 10. I am Diego Reyes, giving you news you can use. News you can trust in 10 minutes. Thanks for joining me today, and see you again next time.